So before I start, and if you can help me know that what is your understanding, you all are here, I'm sure everybody's heard of chakras in some way or the other. We are involved in some kind of meditation, etc. But even before you answer this question, let us, since we are all together over here, before we get into this entire information and conversation mode, let's take just 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Let's close our eyes. Put your hands on your lap, your floor, your feet on the floor, and let's do some deep. So we will all just inhale and exhale. So put your hands on your lap, feet on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Mind which was traveling everywhere, ask your mind to come back to you. Exhale. To inhale, start feeling calm and relaxed, grounded. Feel all the tension, all the anxiety, all the chaos. Feel feel that and feel comfortable. Right. All right, so are we ready? Assuming we are ready. So, what have you heard of chakras? What brings you to this workshop?
Anyone who would like to share their experiences? You can simply use a reaction button and you can raise your hands. So meanwhile, I'll share my experience. So, I heard about chakra. It's been 10 to 12 years. I used to read these Reiki courses on the roadside and, about these chakras, that there is something called as chakras. So, I only, experienced it through Minu's one of the video recording of heart chakra. So we were in our boot camp in the month of April, and we did this heart chakra exercise. And I don't know, within that 5 minutes of exercise, that I would call it an electric current, which I felt from the heart till the brain. I cannot express it in words, but that was so powerful. I literally felt that this is something which was lying here in me, but I never experienced it. And few days back, I was discussing it with Shalu as well. I thought, I'll do it on a regular basis. So I started doing it before sleeping at night. So that electric current, that sensation that we feel, I don't know much about it, but yes, I felt it through heart chakra, and that's why I'm here today.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your experience. Anybody else would like to share anything? I'll tell you how did I come in contact with the entire chakra thing. So, I think around in 2004, 5, something like that, I was working for an organization and looking for a resource person who could do something different with the participants. And while I was, एक से दूसरे के बारे में पता चला, दूसरे से तीसरे के बारे में पता चला, and I met this therapist who was then very famous for hypnotherapy. So And hypnotherapy was an area where I was very excited to learn about. So I went and I met her. And then I saw these beautiful crystals that she had in her therapy room. So I started talking to her about it. And while she was talking, and then she put on a music, and then she told me about chakra. And for me, I was like, "Ye kya hota hai?" I have no idea. And then what you just said, she asked me to do a very simple, small meditation around the root chakra. And that made me feel, I mean, there was, as you see, I explain nahi kar sakte. So that made me, made me feel some kind of vibration within me. She asked me to practice certain things for 7 days, and the physical issue that I was going through at that time, it really helped me heal around it. And post that, I started practicing it, and then I had called her, and we did a workshop for everybody. And then from then, she also became my mentor, especially for this. So it was very sudden. I just met her. It was coincidence, but post that, it was a beautiful journey. So before we get into that entire understanding of chakra, as you all must know, or you must be knowing, that every part of our body is at um, does not have the same level of sensitivity. Every part of our body has a different level of sensitivity. Now, not all of them are at the same level of warmth. So, when you touch your earlobes, and when you touch your armpit would be warmer than your earlobe. Similarly, the pit of your throat will be warmer than your elbows, or your palms would be warmer than your knees. Now, not all of them receive the same, similarly, not all of them receive the same amount of prana. When we say prana, so in simple language, the air that we breathe, and it is also known as a life forcing energy that flows in form of a current in and out around our body. Because in yoga, meditation, we always talk about the physical, Reiki, we talk about the physical body. Then there is an etheric body, which is beyond this. So there is always an adan pradan of energy happening on everywhere. Now, so this prana, this entire energy flow that is happening, it goes in two halves. ये तो हमें पता है, हम जब सांस भी लेते हैं तो it goes in two halves, and it is concentrated more in certain parts of our body. Like for example, the moment you take in, your lungs are full, and then it is redistributed in your other parts of the body. Are we together till here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now, do we see the air we breathe?
No.
We don't see the air we breathe. Can we see the warmth that is there in our different parts of the body? But we feel their essence. Yes, the essence is felt, it is present everywhere. Now, as I told you, that even the air that we breathe, it goes into the lungs, and it physically stops there, and it is then throughout carried. It is redistributed, it is carried in our entire body, which is obviously an invisible power socket in the body that powers up all the body organs, obviously. And through your meditation, through exercises, we have also realized that breathing can be controlled. The way we breathe, how we breathe, it is not completely involuntary. It can be controlled. We can bring it under our control and breathe in a particular fashion. Now, these spots in our body where the warmth is the strongest, where the prana or the life force gathers and redistributes the energy, are called chakras. Okay. थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल हो गया मैं जानती हूँ, तो मैं उसको सिंपल शब्दों में भी आपको एक्सप्लेन करूँ. So, right, for now, you need to also know that these are placed in a way where they become a messenger, or they are the energy, uh, what do you say, like the interface between, जहाँ पे वो एक medium play करते हैं to process this energy everywhere. So basically, when we are talking about chakra, what is chakra? In other words, what are chakras? It comes from a Sanskrit, translates from this language Sanskrit, which means wheel or a disc. Yeah.
Right.
Now, this I'm talking about, we had generated this entire system of chakra, or it originated from the 1500 to 500 BC in the Vedic or the Vedas, in the oldest text that is found. So, at the inner core of you and me, of each one of us, there is there spins a seven wheel energy center called chakra, which is completely in form of a wheel, which keeps rotating, which keeps vibrating. Yeah. Now they are also called as energy vortices, or they're those swirling thing, ऐसे ऐसे घूमते रहते हैं वो, with a complete vibration in it along the meridian, जिसको हम सूक्ष्म नाड़ी कहते हैं, हमारे वहां पे ये होते हैं. Are we clear on this much?
So,
Yeah, we are not going to go into the nitty-gritties of it for now, but just for our understanding, yeah, they are like a wheel, and they keep on vibrating and they keep on rotating. He was asking something.
So, just wanted to, re-summarize it. So, you meant the energy chakras, these are the centers. So, it means like the prana that we breathe in, it gets distributed to these centers of our bodies, and from there it gets distributed.
Distributed.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. So, are we on the same page, all of us? Okay. Now, they are like this. They form a profound formula for the wholeness that integrates. So it integrates what? It integrates the chakras, integrates your mind, body, and spirit. So the process of chakra is to do that, integrate them. Now we all know that there are 7 major chakras. Okay, there are more than they say that, so there are people who believe in 12 chakras, major chakras, 14 chakras. There are 100 plus 100, and now they say 114. From 108 it moved to 114. So 100 plus minor chakras, which are there in various parts of our body, which are just there. But what are we going to focus on? The 7 major chakras, which actually take the control of majority of the things. And we look into the alignment and balancing of these 7 chakras. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Now, each chakra जो situated है, ये 7 chakras के बारे में जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, this each chakra, it corresponds to the massive nerve centers and major organs of our body. They are all associated with all these major massive nerve centers and major organs in our body. And we'll come to that. So we'll talk. I'll also give you examples around. Now, these 7 chakras also, as I told you earlier, the psychological, the emotional, and the spiritual states of our being are being controlled, looked after by them. Now, what are we going to also have as a takeaway from today's workshop? We are talking about chakras. We understand that these are these energy centers from where we get this energy, and it controls the physiological, psychological, emotional, spiritual, karmic being of an individual. It integrates it and all of it. Now, when we say now this chakra is balanced, what does it mean? It means that the way it is vibrating, the way it is vibrating, is in a healthy fashion. It is an open chakra. It is aligned. So all your 7 chakras need to align. The moment एक इधर जाता है या एक उधर चला जाता है, that means there is no balance in them. So they have the energy that moves from one chakra to the other chakra also needs to move in complete harmony. The fluidity between each of them has to be very harmonious. And they are very interconnected to each other. So, and this entire piece is balanced and is in harmony. Then we say the chakra is balanced. So, what do you think? What causes blockage in a chakra? What could be when will we say that this chakra jo hai, ye blocked? Till now, are we together?
Yes, we are. So guys, any idea? What do you think? Why, when we say this particular chakra is blocked, what could be the reasons? Anybody?
When you feel a lot of stress.
When you feel stressed.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Some physical, something which is not right with your body, maybe because of that.
Yes. Thank you, Mona.
Yeah. And like, sorry, Diksha.
आप बोलो. अच्छा, कुछ इमोशंस होते हैं अलग अलग जो अलग अलग चक्रास को अफेक्ट करते हैं, जैसे फियर, गिल्ट एंड लाइक दैट.
बिल्कुल. Thank you, Diksha.
So I was also speaking the same. हो सकता है emotions या तो ज़्यादा है, so it could be like overflowing और बिल्कुल underflow कर रहा है, so it's not balanced. It could be that.
बिल्कुल. तो जो आप लोग सभी ने बताया, ये सारे रीजंस हैं, ये सारे फैक्टर्स हैं जो एक चक्रा को ब्लॉक करने में या उसके अंदर एक इम्बैलेंस क्रिएट करते हैं. Now, each chakra जो है वो एक physical body. So each chakra is represented on a physical body. Like for example, as you just said, the heart chakra. It is represented here on the physical body, right? और वो हर किसी एक एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड से जुड़ा हुआ है. तो जब वो किसी एक एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, तो जब भी स्ट्रेस है या जब भी कोई भी तरह की फियर है, तो उसका असर हमें फिजिकली उस पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी में भी दिखाई देता है जिसके साथ भी वो जुड़ा हुआ है. Now, what happens when we are, and while I am talking about each and every chakra, I will also talk about the gland associated to it, so we will know it. So we will post this, we'll talk about the 7 chakras. So now, a block chakra जो है उसका क्या मतलब होता है? It means that energy is stuck or it's hindered. It's like imagine there is a car और उस कार के जो इंजन जो भी अंदर है, जो भी पार्ट्स ऑफ द इंजन है, अगर उसमें से किसी एक में भी थोड़ी सी खराबी हो जाए तो क्या होता है? या तो बाकी पार्ट्स को अपना पूरा जोर लगाना पड़ता है एक्स्ट्रा इन ऑर्डर टू फंक्शन, या फिर धीरे धीरे कर बाकी के पार्ट भी खराब होने लगते. एंड ऑल इन ऑल गाड़ी पर उसका असर होता है. इट इज द सेम इन द सेम फैशन. जब भी किसी कारणवश फिर वो स्ट्रेस हो, वो कोई इमोशनल इशू हो, if there is a fear, there is a physical damage, whenever there is any kind of blockage that happens, it hinders the process of chakra balancing. And there is a blockage which we need to look into and heal. Now, a chakra cannot function in अपने optimum level पे when these pathways are blocked. And these, as you said, these pathways can be blocked through your emotional issues, psychological issues, physiological issues, and they also go beyond spiritual issues and karmic issues. So, ये किसी भी कारणवश there can be a blockage in the chakras, and obviously when we talk about these blockages, so say for example a physical blockage could be anything, कोई accident हो गया और लग गई, major लग गई, उसी के साथ साथ there is a tumor or a cyst that creates a physical blockage on that particular chakra. Even it could the lifestyle that we have, lack of sleep, overexertion, it can also lead to blockage in our chakra. When we talk about any kind of emotional blockage, so it's around, say there is a lot of anxiety, there is a lot of trauma in the past, and these memories or these emotions are being stored, and we are carrying that, which can cause blockage to a chakra. Does that make sense? And naturally, one more thing is obviously so somebody who is aware of chakra balancing and healing. So when we are not aware, we don't even pay attention to these things. Just give me a minute, I'm sorry. Sorry. So, there would be lack of attention that we will give to the chakras, which will obviously cause blockage. And when we say blockage, so as healers, no, ये हमारा एक तरीका होता है चक्रा को scan करने का. So there are healers they use crystals to scan chakra. There are healers, they use their hand to scan chakra. So there are different ways. I know there are a lot of free tests available to understand your chakras better. I won't recommend that to go and do that, but I'm just saying that there are these tests available. The best way I feel is when we don't know how to scan the chakra. So please go to somebody who can teach you do that. Otherwise, the best thing is to practice. So each chakra, it has a seed mantra. So to practice those mantras, to do those affirmations on a daily basis, which helps you balance your chakra better. So now people who know this can do it, and obviously people who don't can learn it and do it. Because again, I am just reiterating these three things because chakra play important role in they absorb, digest, and distribute prana to the different parts of the body, and hence chakra cleansing, balancing, and healing becomes important because they play an important function. They control, energize, and are responsible for the proper functioning of the various parts or organs in the body. Third, the endocrine glands are controlled, so your pituitary gland, your thyroid gland, etc., are controlled and energized by some of the major chakras. Again, it then becomes very important to balance. Are we together till here?
Yeah,
okay.
I think Siddharth has his hand raised. Siddharth?
It's the hand is
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So basically, I was, asking about if as we discussed earlier, when the chakras are imbalanced. So maybe, like me, most of us has this question that what happens when the chakras are imbalanced? What are the, I would say the symptoms, and if the chakras are balanced, how these things help us? Maybe, a little light on that part as well.
It will be easier, Dida, for me to explain this when I'm going through one chakra. And still, if you don't get the answer, we'll come back to it.
Perfect.
Is that
No
okay?
issue. Yeah, that's perfectly okay. Thank you.
Okay. So now, tell me, do you know the names of the 7 chakras? Which are these 7 chakras?
I for sure know one, that is heart chakra.
Yeah, because you've practiced it, yes, for
Yes.
sure.
Anyone else?
We
Let's
have
please
crown
name.
chakra.
Lowest one
Crown.
is root.
Yes.
Yeah.
Solar
Root
plexus.
chakra, solar plexus.
Third eye.
Huh?
Third eye chakra.
Third eye chakra.
Sacral chakra.
Sacral chakra.
Crown chakra.
Or crown chakra, yes. So let's go in order. So we go from down to up. Yes. So the first chakra is called the Mooladhara chakra or the root chakra. Now, where is this chakra located? It is located at the base of the spine. Yeah. That is the area between the genital organs and the anal outlet. There it is located over there. It deals with, so what does this chakra basically focuses or balance? Survival, stability, groundedness, fear, and safety. This is what it takes care of. So when these things are balanced, then we say this is, or our chakra is balanced. So when you see somebody going through frequent disorder of or irritable bowel problems, irritable bowel issues, tooth issues, lot of teeth का दर्द है, cavity है, बहुत teeth related problem है. There are a lot of eating disorders, depression, skin problems, constantly feeling of fatigue, lack of energy, absolute restlessness, stressed to a point where you just start feeling कि अभी कुछ भी नहीं करना है मुझे, I just want to give up. Constant pain in your legs, feet. Now this I am talking about day-to-day level पे आप ये जो चीज check कर सकते हैं अपने अंदर. जब ये होता है, we know the chakra में कोई blockage है या चक्रा जो है बैलेंस नहीं है. Yeah. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या कर सकते हैं? There are certain affirmations to begin with that one can give themselves. At the same time, along with so the affirmations, I can also share 1 or 2 affirmations with you. One is, it is safe for me to be here. Because यहाँ पे, when somebody is facing a lot of issues with the grounding, that means there is a lot of fear in that. There is a lot of insecurity. I don't feel belonged also. So it is safe for me to be here. I love my body and trust its wisdom. Now, each chakra, each of the 7 chakras have a color associated with them. And the color of the Mooladhara chakra or the root chakra is red. There is also a symbol that each chakra has. And then there is a seed mantra, which is Lum. L-A-M. Lum. Now just see what happens. And I'm not saying that it will happen, but again, put your feet on the floor. Everybody, right hand. Raise your right hand. And touch the index finger and the tip of the thumb. And this. And put this. Just put this under, just put this at your lower abdomen. तो ये पेट के नीचे, नेवल के नीचे, वहां पे आप उसको सिर्फ ऐसे रखिए, इस तरह से, या एंड मेरे साथ में या मेरे बाद में रिपीट कीजिए, लम, and concentrate at the base chakra. Lam. 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 And while you continue to do that, please continue to do that. Feel the vibration going right till the root. And when we practice, we can also then start feeling the chakras vibrate. There will be a tingling sensation. Sometimes we might feel thoda sa jerk. You can now open your eyes. Was anybody able to feel anything? It was too early for me to ask, but still.
Well, while pronouncing lung, so vibration basically ये nose से यहाँ से नीचे, but as you said, it will go till chakra. So it might take some time, but yes, थोड़ी vibration was there.
So this we just did it as a demo. So it will take some time because for us to understand the chakra, to relate to that chakra, to make that connectivity takes some time. But whenever we start working on the chakras, we always start with the root chakra. So I would suggest जब आप chakra healing भी कर रहे हैं, तब आप किसी भी chakra से शुरू ना करें. Always start from the base because the root chakra helps you ground, and then you move up. So when your root chakra is balanced, obviously we'll have a good health. We'll be well grounded. The sense of trust will be there. I can trust myself. I can trust the world. There is a feeling of being safe and secure, stability. And there is a, you will find certain people हमेशा जल्दी में रहते हैं, हमेशा restless रहते हैं. जब वो लोगों को आप root chakra कराएंगे, थोड़ा practice में, so you will then see a sense of feeling of relaxed, or they will feel relaxed as well. So, Dida, does it also answer the question that you asked me?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
No question. I just thought that it is easier to cover this way.
Absolutely.
Okay. The second chakra, which is called, any idea?
Swadhisthana.
Yes, sir. Swadhisthana chakra or the sacral chakra. Now, where is this chakra located? This chakra is located at the lower abdomen, centered between the navel and the genitals. Yeah. Now, this chakra is a center of sexuality as well as emotion, sensation, pleasure, and movement and nurturing. So,
what you said after movement?
Nurturing. Nurture. The color of this chakra is orange. Now, say the issues or when would you say that this chakra is blocked or is not balanced, or there is some problem with this chakra? When you see a lot of sexual dysfunctions, issues around the same area, dysfunctions on the reproductive organs, urinary system, there is continuous loss of appetite, there is no pleasure in having, in getting into sexual activity. At the same time, if somebody is getting a lot into sexual activity, there is always lower back pain. And it can also move to an extent of having sciatica as an issue. Sciatica ka jo problem hai. So, when this chakra is balanced, you will see the person is comfortable with his own body. There is the movement, you will see, the dancers and all, how gracefully they move, because this chakra, the sacral chakra, is balanced, is open. There is this positive ability to express pleasure. People love to nurture themselves. It's like the Kareena Kapoor of Jab Bhi Met Ke Main Apni favorite hu. So they love to nurture themselves. There is an ability to accept issues and bring in change. And they can also set healthy boundaries. So the affirmation to this chakra. I deserve pleasure in my life. I accept and acknowledge my sexuality. My physical health is strong and pure. And the seed mantra for this chakra is V for victory, VAM, V-A-M, VAM. All right. Shall we move to the next chakra? Till now, are we all together? All right. The next chakra is called
Manipura Chakra.
Manipura Chakra, the solar plexus chakra. The purpose of this chakra is transformation. And the color of this chakra is yellow. This chakra is all about bringing light, warmth, energy, and power in life. represents our get up and go attitude, our action, our will. It is very related to our self-esteem, the way we build our self-esteem. So when this chakra is balanced, there is inner harmony. Self-acceptance is there. There is respect for self, for others, for the nature, for our emotions, for others' emotions. There is a sense and feeling of unity. A person feels responsible, reliable, is able to face or meet challenges. And when there is a blockage in this chakra, how do we know that? Issues, we see arthritis as one of the issues. Digestive disorders, ulcers, problems with the stomach and the liver, diabetes, are all these issues when we see when we can reach a point where we say that this chakra is not balanced. Chakra, the solar plexus chakra. The affirmation for this chakra: I honor the power within me. I accomplish tasks easily and effortlessly. In a smooth and healthy way, I release all my unresolved emotions. The seed mantra for this chakra is Ram, R-A-M. Ram, R-A-M. The next chakra, that is the fourth chakra, Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. This is located chest के पास. Anahata means the unstruck sound. Unstruck sound. That is Anahata. This is the center of love, as the heart chakra represents. The name itself. It deals with kindness, love, compassion. The task of this chakra is to integrate and balance various aspects of being. When you say that this chakra is balanced, then there is a lot of compassion. There's a lot of, again, there's a lot of self-love. There's love for others, there's self-love. The person is empathetic, peaceful, balanced. You know, like we talk about something in transaction analysis that we normally give response from an adult part, parent's part, or a child part. When you give your response from an adult side of you, that shows you are a very balanced person. So when you see somebody who is very balanced, that means heart chakra is in place. So, balance and good immune system, healthy immune. Otherwise, the blockage, there are issues or the problems with the heart, lungs, breath, arms, breathing problems leading to asthma, a lot of allergy issues. वो खाने की allergy हो, skin allergy हो, hair allergy हो, a lot of allergy issues. The circulation, blood circulation को लेके, water retention को लेके issue. And there will be, you'll find this person always complaining about a lot of tension between the shoulder blades. So, the affirmation. I am worthy of love. I live in balance with others. I freely and easily give and receive love and forgive others and myself for all the past errors and judgments.
For all the past
Errors
and judgments.
Now, the seed mantra is YUM, Y-A-M, YUM. And I conveniently forgot to tell you the colors, no? The color for this chakra is green.
And color for heart chakra?
Heart chakra is green.
Okay.
For solar plexus, मैंने बोला था ना solar plexus, yellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is green and pink at times, but green, mostly green. Then after this comes the Vishuddhi chakra, throat chakra, or the Vishuddha chakra. Now, what do you think? What would it be related to? Because it's the throat chakra.
Communication.
Yes, communication.
Expression.
Yes. So it is related to communication, sound, vibration, self-expression, creativity. So it's all about the consciousness that controls, creates, transmits, and receives communication, both within ourselves and the outside world. So how you communicate to yourself and how you're communicating with the world. It also includes listening, speaking, writing, the way we do chanting, all of that. You know, that intuition, that telepathy, and that all we call everything. is part of it. Now, where is this located? The throat. The color of this chakra, blue, light blue. When do we see that this chakra is balanced? When we normally see that in healers, therapists, where we see they are very good listeners. Normally, their throat chakra is balanced. The voice, when you listen to their voice, anybody, so the voice which is soothing, calming, चीर फाड़ के नहीं आ रही है, you're feeling, you feel like listening to that sound. That is a balanced chakra. Good sense of timing and rhythm. The person will be able to make clear communication. There would be no, mixed messages in the communication, no confused kind of a communication. Very simple, straight, with lot of, there is no meaning to put the other person down. And there is a lot of creativity involved in this particular chakra. So you will also see a lot of creativity. Now, constant complaint of sore throat, mouth ulcers, gum issues, swollen glands, thyroid issues, constant headaches, migraines, pain in the neck, shoulders, ear infections, constant complaint of ear infections. So you will always find that person हमेशा कुछ भी बात होगी ना चिल्लाने लगेगा वो व्यक्ति. नॉर्मल टोन में बात करने में थोड़ी सी परेशानी होगी. In this chakra, there is a blockage here. So, affirmation. So, Arjuna, I see you smiling while we are talking about this. Does it remind you of something?
मुझे लगता है मेरे सारे चक्रास इम्बैलेंस्ड है.
ऐसा नहीं.
बिकॉज लास्ट ईयर ना मुझे सर्वाइकल स्पॉन्डिलाइसिस का अटैक हुआ और फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 3 months मैं बेड रेस्ट पे थी, कंप्लीट बेड रेस्ट पे. तो तब से मुझे लग रहा है कि मेरे सारे चक्रास जो है इम्बैलेंस्ड है, इसलिए मैं स्माइल कर रही हूँ कि मुझे ये भी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, मुझे ये भी हो रही है, मुझे ये भी है, मुझे वो भी है, तो इसलिए मैं स्माइल कर रही हूँ लिखते हुए.
आप जब भी कोई, इट इज वेरी नेचुरल कि हम जब कोई चीज देखते हैं हमें लगता है हमको भी है. तो ऑलवेज पुट इट ऑन अ 10-point रेटिंग स्केल. 0 मतलब बिल्कुल प्रॉब्लम नहीं और 10 मतलब अतिशय प्रॉब्लम. एंड देन यू सी कि आपकी वो प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है, तब आप उसको बैलेंस आउट कर पाओगे. वरना लगेगा फिर अगर ऐसे लगता है ना कि ये भी है ये भी है, तो और ज्यादा एंजाइटी बढ़ जाए. एंड इट इज वेरी नेचुरल. जैसे हम जब साइकोलॉजी पढ़ते थे ना कॉलेज में, तब हमको बताया गया था कि ये आप जब पढ़ोगे तो आपको लगेगा ये सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आप में हैं, बट यू हैव टू मेजर इट. एंड आई ऑलवेज फाउंड द रेटिंग स्केल ऑलवेज हेल्प. बाकी तो आप रोज प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. All right, the affirmation. I easily and gracefully express my deepest feelings and emotions. I express myself with clear intent. creativity flows in and through. Now the seed mantra for this chakra is hum. H-A-M, hum. All right. So which is the next chakra?
Agnya Chakra.
Manish, my friend, yes, Agnya chakra. The third eye chakra. Now, where is this chakra located? Center of the forehead. Third eye. Forehead, the eyebrows. The function of this chakra is seeing both the inner and the outer world. So, when we say Agnya chakra, what does it originally mean? To perceive. Later, when you understand the command. So basically, this chakra takes in images through perception. And it also helps you form inner images from which we command our reality. So you perceive something, you interpret it, have an experience around it. And this is how we command our reality. This is what this chakra helps you do.
So it's more like imagination that we do, right?
Imagination, yes. Intuition. Ability to see one's life clearly when you talk about when this chakra is balanced. The person will use a lot of intellectual and mind and all these abilities. The person is absolutely perceptive. Good memory. Able to even visualize. Able to think in a symbolic fashion. Symbolically सोचना आसान होता है. And normally they tend to remember their dreams very clearly. Now, before I go there, the color, otherwise I always forget the color. The color is indigo. Again, headaches. What blocks this chakra? Lot of headaches. Constant eye and ear issues. Sinus related problems. Facial nerve related issues. Brain related issues. Tumor or a stroke. Neurological disturbances. Seizures. It can also lead to a lot of nightmares. So, what is the affirmation? My inner vision is clear and strong. I trust my intuition and inner vision. I am open to the wisdom within. Seed mantra Om. O-M. Om. Now, coming to the seventh chakra, the last chakra, and Manish, my friend, that is
Sahasrara Chakra.
Sahasrara chakra.
Chakra.
Yes. Sahasrara, the crown chakra. Now, where is this located? Upar. Yes. The crown of the skull. Now, what is the color? It's white. Most of the time, it's purple. I always visualize it as purple. This chakra helps us to connect the divine intelligence, and it is the source of all manifestation. It's like Maslow's need hierarchy. We talk about the self-actualization stage there. It is the means through which we reach understanding and find meaning. So it's now, when we're talking about the crown chakra, it's beyond everything now. As the final goal of our liberating current, it is the place of ultimate liberation. That is what the crown chakra is all about. What does Sahasrara mean? It means 1,000 petals lotus. Yes. The 1,000 petals का मतलब 1,000 petals से innumerable petals. This is what it means. So, the balance chakra is the sense of spiritual connection, open-mindedness, wisdom, mastery, broad understanding, of lot of awareness, ability to perceive, analyze, assimilate information. And the blockages include energetic disorders. So basically a lot of energy related issues. Depression. There's a lot of sensitivity to light. Chronic exhaustion. And this would be more psychological and emotional exhaustion. Frequent attacks of migraine. And they also say that when an individual's crown chakra is completely blocked, the person is normally seen into coma. That's what the theory says. Affirmation. I accept and acknowledge my spirituality. I am open to new ideas. Divinity resides within. The world is my teacher. The seed mantra, A-U-M, Aum, A-U-M.
So the seed mantra for third eye chakra is Om.
Om. O-M, Om. This is Aum.
Is Om. And if I may ask, you just shared the colors related to each chakras. So what does these colors helps us in understanding more about chakras? I'm asking like, what does, these
So
colors helps
basically,
us?
आज जो हमारी etheric body होती है, जो हमारा aura का color होता है, so these chakras, they represent different colors, and when we are working with someone जिसका हम चक्रा चेक करते हैं, या फिर वो एक ऐसे ऑरा चेकिंग वगैरह करने जाते हैं, तो उससे समझ में आता है कि कौन सा चक्र ज्यादा डिप्लीटेड है या ज्यादा एक्सपैंड हो गया, बिकॉज द कलर्स रिप्रेजेंट दैट. तो फिर वो कलर ज्यादा दिखने लगेगा या ज्यादा वाइब्रेंट एक ही कलर नजर आएगा, चीजें बैलेंस में नहीं नजर आती. दैट इज व्हाट द कलर्स रिप्रेजेंट ऑल्सो. And in healing also, we keep using these colors. Like when you are using crystals, these crystals are of the similar color. So you keep with you, you place them accordingly. Even while, say for example, while you are doing Sahasrara Chakra ka aap meditation kar rahe hain, and you are chanting Aum, Aum. So even to pick up the uh, image of this particular chakra and to then color the chakra also helps you to balance it, to cleanse it. Yeah. So these are the 7 chakras. And I was thinking the source of energy is always comes from the earth. Yeah. So what you can do is, you can start practicing these chakras every day. So right now, instead of doing 7 chakras together, what you can do is, एक हफ्ते तक एक चक्र करें, and always start from the root chakra. And please, in the beginning, do not give anything beyond 10 minutes. 7 to 10 minutes is more than enough. So you can start chanting here. हर चक्रा का मैंने आपको कलर दिया. अगर आपको उनका सिंबल भी नहीं पता हो ना, तो एक सर्कल ड्रॉ करिए, एक ऐसे सर्कल ड्रॉ करिए. आई डोंट नो इफ इट इज विजिबल. एक ऐसे सर्कल ड्रॉ करिए छोटा सा, और उस सर्कल के अंदर वो पर्टिकुलर कलर भरिए while you are chanting. And while you are and also connect your mind to the chakra and where it is located. Yeah. Do you have any questions? I don't know if Shalu or Ida, if you can tell me. So I